Green flag is out. McIntyre slow to start. That lets the 82 of Markgaff take off to the point, followed by Shive in the 5G. Oh, and Shive brushes the hay bales in turn number 3. Keeps it going straight. For those that don't know, these are beginners. So that's kind of why the pace is a little slower than your normal junior 1, 2, or 3. That 82 machine is rocking and rolling. Moss was looking to the inside of Shive. And Shive slows on the front stretch. Moss to the inside. Shive holds on to the 2 spot. That 82 has already lapped the entire field. White flag is out for the 82 of Markgaff. McIntyre catching up to the 84 of Moss. He goes to the high side. McIntyre up to 3rd. And checkers come for the 82 of Markgaff. Oh, and Shive spins out in turn number 3. Goes over the berm, and that's going to let the 9 of McIntyre steal 2nd. And green flag is out. Spraggins to the point. Pennington to the top side. Spraggins out to the point, but Pennington rolling the high side. Oh, and he's way high, and then Wolf goes into the hay bales in turn number 3. Caution is out. Let's go out. Spraggins leads them through 3 and 4, looking for the green flag, and we are back underway. Spraggins charges down the front stretch, pulls away from the 88P of Pennington. 88B of Bryler Pennington. Pennington losing some ground to that 17R of Spraggins. And we've got one high. Spraggins leads them through 3 and 4. Coming in at turn number 4. Stands on the loud pedal. Green flag. Pennington with a much better start. Stays about a kart length away from that 17R of Spraggins now. Pennington running the high lane in 3 and 4. Spraggins on the bottom, pulling away from that 88B of Pennington. Ava Ward holding on to the 3rd spot. Looks like Spraggins will catch some lap traffic. May play a factor in how Pennington catches up to him now. Now Spraggins is going to negotiate with the 51B. Goes to the bottom. Now he's going to go to the inside of Ward. Spraggins puts the 2 cars a lap down. And both to the inside of Ward. Oh, and Ava Ward and Bryler Pennington kind of hooked together. Get separated coming out of turn number 2, but Ward drifted up the track, and now Ward spins out in turn number 3. Caution will come out. But it looks like the 88B is done for this heat race. The 17R left out in front. Lights are out. Green flag is back underway. White flag is out for the 17R of Spraggins. Spraggins is clean through 1 and 2. Clean down the back stretch, clean through 3, and coming out of turn number 4, give it to Scout Spraggins for the heat race win. And Hunter Wolf loses a left front. And they're gonna stop him on the track. Go out. Wright, Williamson, and Stone, 3 runners in this heat race. Lights are out, green flag. Williamson to the high side, now Stone, now Wright to the bottom. Here comes Melton to the inside of Williamson. Williamson all over the back bumper of the 7-Eleven. Melton all over the back bumper of the 14K. Williamson trying to make the high side work, opens the bottom up. That lets Melton catch up even closer. Williamson making something work. He's getting a little bit of momentum coming off the high side. Melton to the bottom, trying to make something work. Gets a little tight coming out of turn number 4. White right out in front still, but Williamson to the high side, making something work. Getting a little momentum up in that 14K on the top. And Stone Melton to the inside. Melton up to second. Now Wright is still kind of pulling away from the 2, but not really. Throw a blanket over everybody right now. Melton in the 71 is already on the back bumper of the 7-Eleven. He's just got to find a way to get around him. Right in that 7-Eleven has his hands full and a mirror full of that 71M of Melton. White flag is out. If Melton is going to do something, he's got one more lap to do it. Wright is clean through 1 and 2, going down the backstretch. Stone Melton sticks a bumper in there, trying to make something work, but it's going to be Cash Wright with the finger out the window, saying, I'm number 1. Lights are out, green flag, Carey to the point. Harvey to the bottom, holds on to second. Now McGowan to the outside, trying to make that 26S work on the top. McGowan making some moves up top, trying to make something work up there on this one-lane bottom track for right now. McGowan falls back, goes back to the bottom, but that 10cc is out front and humming. Your points leader, the 14K or Bloomquist, something not really going right with that car. That car is not as fast as it normally is in that 14K. I've seen that 14K go a lot faster, so something must be amiss in that car because the 14K is just not moving like it should be. Now the 26S is going around those 27 of Harvey. White flag is out for the 10cc of Carey. Checkered flag comes out for the 10cc of Charmaine Carey and the RFC Censored Racing number 10cc. The lights will go out. Kong Dara leads them through 3 and 4, looking for the green flag. Again, out of 3 and 4, green flag. Mulbar trying to make the top work, but Kong Dara is strong on the bottom. Now Mulbar is going to try to make it work again. Mulbar in that 5L falling back in line in second place. That K24, that's Mulbar up the third now and gets loose out of 3 and 4 just as I say that. And that lets the 95 of Granados go into second. Now Granados is to the inside of Mulbar up to second now. Kong Dara is protecting that bottom like his life depends on it. Granados is all over him. He's beating his back door down, going down the front stretch. Granados is pushing him down the front stretch. Granados clearly the faster car, but oh, and they get loose out of turn number 2, but Kong Dara hangs on to it. Into 5L, trying to gain a little bit of ground back, but now Granados is looking to the inside of Kong Dara. Doug's back behind him. Now Granados looking to the inside once again. White flag is out. Mason Kong Dara has got to last 2 more corners. Oh, and Granados turns him. Granados turns the 24. Checkered flag comes out, but not without a little bit of drama in your Junior 1 clone first heat. Granados was Maroney with a really slow pace going through 3 and 4. Either way, green flag is out. Maroney On the bottom, Fresno throws it up to the top shelf, trying to make something work. Here comes Vasquez to the inside in the 11. McConnell on the berm, trying to take over third. Vasquez looks to the outside, peeks it back down to the bottom, trying to get around the 3RM of Maroney, but Maroney is holding that thing down there like a tank, not wanting to move out of the way at all. Vasquez to the inside, but Maroney's going to slam the door going into 3. McConnell's all over the back bumper of the 11 now. McConnell has gained ground, but now he's going to lose a little bit of ground, gets a little high in 1 and 2. Now Vasquez is going to look to the outside. Maroney gets sideways out of turn number 4. Vasquez ducks it down to the bottom. Now Vasquez had a chance, but he's boo-booed a little bit coming out of turn number 2. Vasquez to the high side. Vasquez up top, trying to make something work. Here comes McConnell in the 16, trying to find his way into second now. 3 wide, going down the front stretch. Vasquez to the lead. McConnell to second. White flag is out for Vasquez. Clean down the backstretch, coming out of turn number 4. Give it to the 11 of Zayden Vasquez. Second will go to the 16 of Rook McConnell, and third will be awarded to the 3.
Green flag. And razzle dazzle brazzle up on the berm in turn number 2. Looked like he'd make his way out front. Ended up slowing down, dropping to the rear. Now gets around that 21 of McLaughlin, back up into the 4 spot. Meanwhile, out front, it's Mason Eakin in that 14X. Pushed a little bit in turn number 4. Mewburn's going to try and reel him in that 21 machine. As Ivy, comfortable in the 3rd spot with a big gap between 2nd and 4th. Now Brazel closing in on Cooper Ivy. Brazel's 87, right behind the green and white 99. Makes a little contact down the front straightaway. Through 1 and 2. Ivy up to the top side. Brazel underneath takes the 3rd position. Now we're going to have a heated battle up front as Mewburn has caught up to Mason Eakin in that 14 and a little bit of backfire out of that 14 machine. Can Eakin make a move? White flag, one more circuit. Mewburn's going to look to the outside. Can't do it through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, has the advantage going into 3. Nose to nose, out of turn number 4. Wow. A sandwich at the end. It looked like and your 500 opens. Green flag. We are underway now. And they stay stacked up into 1. They start to go single file now as we get a lap in. Kilmer will lead that lap with Bledsoe in the 2 spot, right up to 3rd in the 21K. Wright's gonna look to the outside of Bledsoe. Can't carry the momentum to the top side of 1 and 2. Fresno right there behind in the 21. They are nose to tail for the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th position. As Wright trying to find a window underneath that 75 of Bledsoe. Lets him know he's there. And now underneath out of turn number 4, Fresno will follow into the 3rd spot. Bledsoe drops back to 4th. White flag for Briley Kilmer, who's out front in the 6th machine. And checks will come down. can we somehow make it through the first corner? Kowser will lead McConnell into turn number 3. There comes Breckenridge trying to get underneath Stone Melton. Melton still hangs on to the 3 spot, but now Reese underneath. McConnell, about 2 kart lengths behind Kowser, 771, closes that gap. Now almost to the bumper. Quick out of turn number 4. Carries a little more straightaway speed, as does that 20 of Breckenridge. McConnell keeps trying to dive underneath, but Kowser will not open up the door. Final corner, coming to the checkered flag. Kowser's gonna hang on. Miller's going to pull out ahead of McNabb. McNabb trying to keep it close, stick to the bottom, drifts up out of turn number 2, trying to find a line, but Miller hanging on. Miller, no mistakes as of yet. Your field is separated. Your leaders now closing in and working their way around that 18 of Tucker Gassman. White flag. Miller from the pole hangs on, leads every lap, gets the heat race win. Field is set. Yellow lights off. We're going to look for the green flag. Here we go. All gets a good jump. Goes down to the bottom, will lead O'Neill through 1 and 2. O'Neill tries to dive to the bottom and cut off that corner. Ball hangs on. O'Neill again tries to get underneath. O'Neill right on the bumper. This time out of turn number 2, gets underneath him at the entrance to turn number 3. O'Neill pulling away. The battle for the 3rd position between Bennett and Grooms. White flag for Junior O'Neill. Checks her down. O'Neill gets a win. Ball hangs on for second. The 27. Green flag drops and Freeman's going to jump ahead in that 54. Freeman has an issue at turn number 1, and now the 176 of Dane Williams is out front. Freeman right there on the tail of Williams. Freeman and Gracie back and forth, swapping position there for second behind Williams. Freeman wearing out the rear bumper of Gracie's 65. Underneath him there, entering turn number 1. Checkered flag. Dane Williams gets the win. Green. Kilmer will jump ahead in the 6th and lead Bishop. Kilmer closing in on Bishop, will take the white flag. It'll be her final circuit. Kilmer will get the heat race win in the 6th ahead of Addie Bishop's 47. Position at 16. Kilmer wicks the 6 around, going to throw it out in the infield. Green light stays on right now. And now the caution will come out so they can Green flag. Kilmer underneath Heather Stone. Up to the 5 spot behind Tiller. Trying to find a window underneath that 22 of Tilly. Goes to the top side. It's gonna try to cross it, has to get on the brakes. Tilly got a little loose in the corner. such a heated battle right now. Gilbert working on Tilly as your leader, Martin Edwards, is pulled away from the field. Gives it a loop in turn number 4. Followed by the 29 of Ryan Stone. Amos has some heat from the 22 of Tilly. White flag comes out. Gilbert still can't find a way around that 22 machine. Checker flag, Martin Edwards. In green flag. Miller gets turned around. Kenny, Ball, Reese, and Miller, your 4 drivers looking for the green flag. Here we go again. Kenny opens the door for Bolt to get underneath in that 20B. Tries to close back down all around through the corner. Kenny's gonna hang on and dive back to the bottom. Bolt couldn't make the move. Bolt again underneath that 8 of Kenny. Flag for Carson Kenny. Checks come down. Kenny's able to hang on. Ball, Reese, and Miller. Hammond picked up the feature win in Duncan, Oklahoma at the Red River Showdown. Jackson to the outside of Hammond here. And we'll lead lap number 1. Jackson with a full straightaway lead in that 27. White flag now to Jackson. And checkered flag. So now some of your biggest divisions will come out for their heat races. 16. Now that 0X of Spencer into the infield on the back straightaway, and you got a big pile up. Cars all over the place in turn number 4. Yellow light is out. Let's look for the wave of the green. Here we go. Gracie got sent back to the 3rd spot. Margraf and Spencer lead up into the corner. Up. Wheels up, full 360 for that 0X to Blaze Spencer. One hay bale gets knocked off the track. Everyone keeps on rolling, and look at Spencer up to the third spot now. Boogity boogity in that zero. Almost off the top side out of turn number 2 was that 82 machine of Christine Margraf. Spencer again turns the zero around, drops back to the rear of the field. Problems with the 31. That's Austin Nelsony, and going to come to a stop trying to exit the raceway off turn number 2. Green flag is out, we're underway with that 7 machine of Lindsey Spencer out front. Mike Gracie right on the tail of Lindsey Spencer. Look to the inside, made some contact, but Spencer able to hang on. Final corners now. Lindsey Spencer gets the win ahead of Mike Gracie. Third to the 55. Of Matthew. Green flag. Neff got shoved down to the infield. Engstrom out front of that 60 with Downs right behind him. Downs tries to get underneath. They're side by side down the front straightaway. Downs has it going into turn number 1. Kendall Dollins holds the 3 spot there in that 91 machine. Closing in on Engstrom 60. Engstrom trying to keep it down on the bottom. Andrew Downs smooth around the corners in that 2 car. Closing in on the 20. That is Tim Jacobs in the 20. Little backfire from Downs 2. Engstrom 60 is in the 2 spot, trying to put that 20 behind him. As Dollins right there behind Engstrom, they both take the white flag. Checks will come down for this 2 car of Andrew Downs. Will Dollins get underneath Engstrom at the line? He does. Kendall Dollins underneath Engstrom. 3 Arkansas drivers. The green flag is down. Highly up over the berm, gets back on the front straightaway. In front of Ivy's 58. And now Cody Ivy's turned around to the end, back straight away. Babb and Conrad separate themselves from Tiley. Back up into the 3 spot ahead of Harris. And Cody Ivy back down the infield over the berm again inside turn number 4. Caution's going to. Babb will lead him to the line. Green flag. We're back underway. Tiley right there on Conrad. start. White flag for lap 23. In turn number 2, Conway can finish it right here. Doug Babb, Dwayne Tiley. Green flag. Harris tries to get to the inside of Tiley. He's going to collect Ivy. Conrad jumps the berm and gets rolling. Caution. We'll look for the green. There it is. Harris gets underneath. Ivy down the back straightaway. Now the white flag waves again. Final quarter, checkered flag for Doug Babb. Tiley and Conrad remain second and third with Harris. Yellow light is off. Green flag, we're underway. Kilmer, catch them sleeping. And look at Berkeley up there around Adams 21. Aaron Shoemaker holds that 2 spot as Berkeley's trying to chase him down in the 0-1. Berkeley underneath. Aaron Shoemaker takes the 2 spot with sights set on that 6 of Kilmer. Kilmer with plenty of clean air, and Berkeley is right on his tail. Berkeley, maneuvering through traffic, has made his way up to the rear bumper of your race leader. White flag will come down one more time around. Can Berkeley find a way around that 6 of Kilmer? He will stay behind him through 3 and 4, checkered flag. John Kilmer gets a heat race win. Kirk Berkeley will come in second. And then the Longview, Texas driver in the 18 of Donnie Kirk out of Odessa, Texas. To the outside, the 34 is Rhett Butler out of St. Angelo, Texas. Green flag. Sean Wilson's 48 gets underneath, and we're going to see. Green flag. There, right on the bumper of that 16 of Amos. Amos jumps up to the top side down the back straightaway. Conquer is still right there behind him in that 18 machine. They're both chasing down that 48 of Wilson. But there comes Gracie Craig. As Conquer drifted up high out of turn number 2. Craig took advantage. Now Amos looks underneath Wilson as Wilson almost opens the door, slams it shut, going into turn number 1, back down to the bottom. Meanwhile, Donnie Kirk way ahead of him, in that 18. Well, Condera into Gracie Craig and Butler. And the James Loren Memorial will be in Seymour next month. Green flag. In the 18. John Wilson holds on to the 2 spot as a white flag comes down to the final time. Kirk circles turn 3 and 4, checkered flag. Picks up the heat race win from the pole. Green flag. This time the green light stays on. Bulb is hooked up with Daniels. flag. McNabb tries to get underneath. Broyles had to check up, and that opened the door for Ethan Daniels to get underneath that 22 of the 6 machine. Carson Babb pulls away in the 23. Jaden Broyles up to the 2 spot now. Almost gets it sideways. And Ennis is going to try to go to the outside. Can't do so. Daniels looks underneath Ennis. McNabb into the infield. Caught. Babb takes the green flag. We're back underway. Spot battle at the rear of the field as McNabb underneath that 20B of Chase Paul. McNabb almost stalled it out, got a little push from Ball. Got back rolling again. Top 2 have broken away from the field. Babb has this one in hand as she'll come around and take the white flag. Checker flag now for Carson Babb. Jane Broyles is in second position. Daniels takes third. Is off. We'll look for the wave of the green this time. Here we go. Diving down to the inside is Harris. And we're going to have a caution. Cutter Guerra has his front bumper hooked on the rear. We'll see if we can get a clean start this time. Kylie Pennington leads with the line green flag. Harris underneath Pennington makes a smooth pass. Pennington drops back down to the bottom this time. Hammond is right there in the 7th. Hammond trying to get underneath that 24. This time, now to turn before Hammond gets that 7X underneath Pennington. Cutter Guerra trying to work the 32 up there as well. Guerra right behind Pennington as a white flag comes out final time around. Nate Dogg follows up into one of Harris to the line. Case Harrison. This time the green flag waves and it's going to be Hudson out front. Komar will turn to green flag wave. Hudson boot scooting out front of the 77. Deep in the field. That 0 on a Berkeley got on the rear of that 20 in of Neff. After the contact with the main, Neff was able to pull away, and now Comark is able to get underneath that 0 on a Berkeley. Berkeley had a fantastic run, finishing second in the sportsman division. Going backwards here. Near the 500 open. front on the berm. White flag for Hudson. We'll look for clean side-by-side start in turn number 4. Green flag. We are underway for Heat 2 in your 500 opens. Hendrick shoots down the front stretch as Hayes underneath Knox takes the 2 spot. Hayes has something rolling in that 1T. Edwards holding on to the 3 spot ahead of Knox now. Knox gets loose and will collect that 29 of Ryan Stone in turn number 2. That'll draw the yellow. From Hayes, Edwards staying right there. Oop, Dennis again. Tags a wall. Hendrick looks to take the green yet again. Hayes this time breaks away from Edwards. Ryan Stone will try and find a window underneath that 45 machine. White flag now for Hendrick. Final corner checker flag, Tyler Hendrick. Turn number 4. If we can keep them side by side, Engel and Kenny lead them to the line. Green light comes on. We are underway for your final heat race in the 500s. Engel, Kenny, there comes Lowry in the $5. Lowry's up to the 2 spot now. She's got to chase down that 33E of Engel. Kenny trying to hang on to 3rd in that 8. White flag comes down for Wesley Engel in that 33 machine. Caution! Turned around. Green flag waves for Engel. And Lowry gets the $5 turned around in turn. Green flag. White flag for Wesley Engel. Lowry to the bottom underneath that 82 of Saunders. Trying to get underneath Taylor. Checkers flag. Carson Kenny make the call.
Lineup is good. Lights go out. Green flag. Moss to the point. Shy falls back to second. Here comes the 82 of Moss to the outside, or the 84D of Moss. Nope, I got him backwards. 84D out front of Moss, and it's Margaff in the 82. Moss way high in 3 and 4. That's going to let the 82 slip by into first. Of Moss to the high side, putting around the top to get around two cars. Takes it 3 wide. That 82 machine is humming today. White flag is out for the 82. Checkered flag for the 82. That is Cheston Margaff. Cheston Margaff, your Trophy Dash winner this evening. Wolf, Williamson, Ward, Spraggins, and Wright. 5 runners in this Trophy Dash event. Green flag. Williamson to the point. Spraggins already up to second now. Wolf falls back to third, and Wright is up to fourth, and Ward falls all the way back to fifth. Wright to the inside of Wolf, but Wolf gets loose out of 3 and 4, shoves the 7-11 down to the berm. Everybody keeps it going straight, but out front is the 14K of Williamson. Williamson setting sail, check-in out from the rest of the field. Right to the inside of Wolf. Move Cash right up to third now. Wright is slowly catching up to the back of the 17R. Spraggins kind of loose out of 1 and 2 right now. White flag is out for the 14K of Williamson. As I say that, Cash Wright is to the inside of Scout Spraggins up to second now. And checkered flag will go to the 14K. That's Callan Williamson. Second will go to Wright, and third will go to the 17R of Scout. Lineup is good. Lights go out. Green flag. Bloomquist to the point. McGowan to second. Was out front. Smooth sailing for the 14K. He's coming up into some lap traffic, but white flag comes out for the 14K of Kinzer Bloomquist. Checkered flag comes out for the 14K of Bloomquist. McGowan tried to steal it at the line, but Bloomquist hangs on. them back through 3 and 4. Green flag. McConnell to the inside, 3 wide going into turn number 1. Here comes Rick McConnell in the 16. Granados to the inside of Mule, and we got cars spinning to the infield. Caution will come out. Throwing people sideways. Anyway, lights are out. Mulebar coming out of 3 and 4. Green flag. Oh, and Maroney gets knocked into the cone. And the caution will come out. Maroney drags the cone all the way through 1 and 2 on the inside. Mulebar leads them through 3 and 4, looking for the green flag. Stands on the loud pedal. Green flag. Vasquez to the top, trying to make something work. Ducks it down to the bottom. Mulebar in the 24 gets high out at 3 and 4. Here comes Rick McConnell to the inside. Now Vasquez to the high side. McConnell falls back to 3rd. Vasquez up to 2nd now. Mulebar slides sideways out of 1 and 2. Here comes 11 of Vasquez. White flag is set to come out next lap. Granados into 3rd now. Here comes Granados. Granados looking to the bottom. Vasquez trying to duck it down underneath the 24. Here comes Vasquez. White flag. Oh, and Mulebar slides up out of 1 and 2, but here comes the 11. Checkered flag comes out for the 11 of Vasquez.
Green flag waves. Presnall and Brazel side by side as they enter turn number 1. Wright gets underneath Brazel. Looked like he was going to go underneath that 18 of Presnall. Fell in line. Holding that 2 spot. And Mewborn got a little loose in turn number 1. Eakin was able to sneak by into 4th. Brazel still comfortable in 3rd, but a tight battle up front as Cash Wright closing in on Presnall's 18. Yeah, look out. T-Todd gets the white flag for Landon Presnall. Final time around, and we've got a caution again. File again. Green, white, checkered. Presnall and Wright. Wright gets underneath Presnall in turn 1. There comes Brazel as well. White flag, Presnall gets shoved back. Egan to the infield. Checkered flag, Cash Wright. Out of 1 and 2. 5 drivers, green flag. White flag for Brecken Reese. Reese was able to jump out front in the 20 and lead every lap. Coming down the back straightaway through turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag, the Canyon, Texas driver. Green flag waves. Ball underneath Mike Gracie out of turn number 4. We're side by side with that 27-17 at Grooms. Grooms drops behind Freeman. There comes O'Neill in that 7X. White flag for Dane Williams in the 176. Two drivers get hooked together in turn number 4. Ball's gonna come around and take third. Checks come down. Green flag. Vargas gets a good jump on McConnell. Now McConnell 17. Finds the next gear. Looks to the inside. Can't make the pass there. Vargas hangs on. Slips up to the high side there, and McConnell goes to the bottom underneath the 8. White flag in hand, McConnell will see it. Green flag for Kilmer and Moss. Kilmer had a sweep in the junior sprints in Duncan last month at the Red River Showdown. En route to another sweep. Checkered flag. Green flag. Contact is made as Brian Stone gets underneath Dwayne Tiley. He takes that position away forcefully. White flag for Kilmer. Whoop! Look out, Dwayne Tiley up on the slated here. Kilmer, Stone, Amos, and Tiley. Green flag. Could have been worse. Green flag. Well, we don't see the white yet. Tyler 3 on the track. Checkered flag. Brecken Reese and Carson Kinney. Green flag. Kinney underneath Reese takes the 2 spot. Wolf extends the lead in that 20. White flag for the 20 via Chase Ball. Checkered flag, Wolf will get the win. Kinney will take second, Reese third. Now the green is out. Jackson pushes high out of turn number 2. And Hammond will lead another lap. Jackson dives into the bottom, entering turn number 3, makes the pass. Bart Jackson out front now. And Hammond whips the 69. Green flag for Jackson. Hammond literally beating the bumper off. White flag for Jackson. And checkered flag. Bart Jackson will green flag. And Dolan's quickly underneath that 55 of Matthew Downs. And there comes that 7 of Lindsey Spencer charging in. Spencer has some issues in turn number 4 that allows Downs to close in behind her. White flag for Kendall Dolan. Final corner, Dollins picks up the checkered flag. Berkeley's going to dive to 0-1 underneath Aaron Shoemaker. Couldn't get it. Shoemaker's going to hang on. Gilmer follows him around the bottom side of the 1 and 2. The berm slowly getting knocked down. Yeah, look out, Berkeley. Whip the 0-1 around. Aaron and Shoemaker will lead them to the cone. Green flag. Shoemaker shot out of turn number 2, but went high in 3, and Kilmer got underneath him in 3 and 4. Kilmer is your new leader. Berkeley works underneath that tin cart of Conrad. White flag. Final corner, Berkeley turns around. Conrad off the track, caution lights on, but the checkered flag came down. Who's gonna take home the trophy tonight? Green flag. Hammond cruises around on lap number 1. Donnie Kirk looks underneath. Sean Wilson's 48 takes the 3 spot away. Kirk was a rocket in the heat race, and now from the back up to 3rd, closing in on Broyles in the 98 machine. Got a little loose in turn number 2, as does Harris. The white flag falls for Nate Hammond. Checkered flag, Hammond. Green flag. Holds the 2 spot in 7th and 8th, followed by Hendrick. There comes Hudson underneath Colton Kinney. Engel to the bottom underneath that 8 as well. White flag for the 1 team. Through turns 3 and 4, coming to take the checker flag. It will be Chet Hayes in the 1 team.